Some Gravity Falls characters are absolute icons, others total walking red flags with cute animation. Whether they made us cry, laugh, or aggressively yell, "Why are you like this?" at the screen, every single one left a mark. So today, we're ranking the most loved and most hated characters in Gravity Falls history, and let's just say, the fandom is not shy about their opinions. Will your fave make it out alive? Or are they about to get roasted harder than Gideon in a jail cell? Stick around and drop your picks in the comments. No judgment. Well, maybe just a little. First up, we have Grunkle Stan, most loved. Okay, so honestly, Grunkle Stan is the reason most of us stuck around past episode 1. At first glance, he's just this shady old guy in a fez running a fake tourist trap and yelling at kids to pay up before they leave the gift shop. You might think, oh, he's just comic relief. But nope, the man's got layers, like cry into your popcorn kind of layers. Sure, Stan scams people. A lot. He literally sells bottled unicorn tears and calls it authentic. But beneath that crusty exterior and endless side hustles is a guy who would do anything for his family. And I mean anything. Like straight up wipe his own memory to stop an interdimensional demon from taking over the world. Yeah, that happened while wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And his backstory? A total legend. Turns out, the man we thought was just a grumpy old scammer has been carrying one of the biggest secrets in Gravity Falls. He's not even the Stan we thought he was. He's actually Stanley, the goofier, less book-smart twin who switched identities with his genius brother Stanford after a falling out literally tore their lives apart. I'm talking about one brother getting sucked into a dimensional vortex, kind of falling out. Real casual stuff in Gravity Falls. So what does Stanley do? He rebuilds an entire interdimensional portal by himself, using duct tape, bubblegum, and sheer stubbornness, just to bring his brother back. And the wildest part? He fakes his identity and lives a full-on double life for 30 years. 30 years. Also, let me tell you the craziest twist. The entire time we were laughing at his dumb commercials and shady tourist traps, he was secretly risking everything to save someone he hadn't even seen in decades. And when the time finally comes, he sacrifices himself, okay, his mind, to stop Bill Cipher and protect the kids. Like, bro, we were not ready. The same guy who once punched a raccoon for stealing his sandwich turns out to be one of the most loyal, heartbroken, and selfless characters in the entire series. Make it make sense. Actually, don't. I'm still processing. Next comes Pacifica Northwest. Mixed, but mostly hated at first. Let's not sugarcoat it. Pacifica Northwest was the worst when she first showed up. She had the attitude of someone who sends their Starbucks order back 4 times and still leaves a 1-star review. Rich, rude, and ridiculously judgmental, she spent most of season 1 acting like Mabel's quirky personality was a crime against fashion. Honestly, I wanted to throw a bedazzled shoe at her every time she smirked. It's like she was dedicated to being mean in the series. Remember when she tricked Mabel into humiliating herself on live TV? That wasn't sass, that was televised villainy. The fandom didn't just dislike her, they had full-blown Twitter threads explaining why she deserved a redemption arc. In hell. But then something happened. Northwest Mansion mystery hit, and suddenly Pacifica wasn't just a spoiled brat anymore. She was a scared kid with horrible parents who literally controlled her with a bell. Yes, like a pet. You could see the moment she realized her perfect life was built on lies, and worse, on cruelty. When she finally opens the mansion doors and lets the townspeople in, it's not just a nice gesture, it's a full character reset. Did she turn into a sane overnight? Number. But we saw her try. She started standing up for herself, treating others like actual humans. And even kind of vibing with Dipper. Some fans think they should have ended up together in an alternate timeline. Others are still like, she tried to erase Mabel's entire personality with passive aggression. I'm not buying it. Not everyone forgives her, but being honest, if Gravity Falls can turn the town's biggest bully into a decent human, there's hope for us all. Even you, even if you still haven't subscribed to the channel. Then we have Sus Ramirez, most loved period. Let's just say it right now. Sus Ramirez is the emotional support character we all needed. If you don't love Sus, I genuinely don't know if we watch the same show. He's like a human golden retriever, loyal, goofy, endlessly positive, and somehow always there when you need him most. Whether it's fighting zombies, dealing with possessed vending machines, or just fixing a leaky roof at the Mystery Shack, Sus is your guy, and he never asks for anything in return, except maybe a sandwich. From the very beginning, Sus feels like more than just a background character. He's part Big Brother, part comic relief, part wait, did he just say that? Energy. He blurts out things like, I ate a man alive once, and you laugh because somehow with Sus, that tracks. He's chaotic, but it's the warm, safe kind of chaos. You'd trust him to babysit your kids and battle a forest demon in the same afternoon. And then we get Sus and the Real Girl, the episode that hits harder than a haunted animatronic with abandonment issues. What starts as a silly dating sim parody turns into this surprisingly deep look at Sus's loneliness and fear of rejection. That part where he reveals his dad bailed on him as a kid, and suddenly Sus goes from being a meme to being the most relatable person on the show in under 22 minutes. And let's not forget, he ends the series by becoming the new owner of the Mystery Shack. Like, excuse me, king behavior. The handyman who once installed the vending machine upside down is now running the whole show. Honestly, if you didn't cry a little when he got the keys to the shack, I'm side-eyeing you harder than Grunkle Stan during a tax audit. And his counterpart, we got Bill Cipher, most hated and most iconic. Bill Cipher is the reason half of us have trust issues, recurring nightmares, and an irrational fear of triangles. He's not just the villain of Gravity Falls. He's the problem, like capital P problem. From the moment he slithered onto the screen with that creepy little bow tie and unblinking eye, we all knew something was off. And then he opened his mouth, and everything got worse. Bill isn't your typical cartoon bad guy. He's not trying to take over the world because he's power hungry or bored. No. Bill wants chaos. He wants to melt your brain, turn your nightmares into reality, and laugh while doing it. He's like if Loki, Freddy Krueger, and an internet troll all fused into a Dorito-shaped demon and learned how to monologue. He'll make your house float, your friends scream, and your sanity dissolve, and he'll do it with a smile. And then came Weirdmageddon. That's when things went full-on apocalyptic. Bill turned Gravity Falls into his personal art project from hell. People got trapped in time loops. Reality broke. At one point, there was a chair that screamed when you sat in it. And Bill, he was having the time of his life. Fans were horrified and also kinda impressed. Like, it's hard to hate a villain who's this good at being terrifying. Even in death, Bill managed to be creepy. He didn't go quietly. He tried to escape into Stan's mind and had to be erased with literal memory loss. And then he whispered something backwards before disappearing. And to this day, people are still reversing that clip and spiraling down Reddit rabbit holes like it's a full-time job. Bill Cipher's living proof that some characters are just too powerful to love and too iconic to forget. You hate him, you fear him, you quote him. Oh, and if your lamp starts blinking weirdly tonight, you might want to run. Then comes Mabel Pines, most loved, period. Mabel Pines is pure serotonin in a sweater, and not just any sweater, one she bedazzled herself while also raising a pet pig and writing a love song about jelly beans. You can't predict her, you can't contain her, you can only love her and maybe hold your breath when she's holding glue and scissors at the same time. From the very first episode, Mabel explodes onto the screen like a rainbow with a sugar rush. She's weird and loud. She makes friendship bracelets for forest gnomes, and somehow all of that makes total sense. While Dipper's out here solving codes and panicking over apocalyptic demon triangles, Mabel's busy spreading chaotic joy like a confetti cannon with zero chill. And honestly, we needed that balance. But what really sealed the deal for fans was her emotional depth. In Weird Mageddon Part 2, when she gets trapped in a fake perfect world that promises no growing up, she almost stays. Who wouldn't? Eternal summer, no homework, unlimited stickers. But then Dipper reaches out, not with logic, but with love. And Mabel makes the brave choice, real life over fantasy. That scene broke people. She's the show's heart, soul, and laugh track rolled into one. You don't come out of Gravity Falls quoting deep lore. You come out quoting Mabel, yelling, "Yay, pig!" while yeeting herself across a fairground. Look, you can like other characters, that's fine, but if Mabel isn't somewhere in your top 3, I have questions, like, do you even own a glitter gun? And lastly, we got Robbie Valentino, most hated. The human version of that one kid in your class who wore the same Nirvana shirt every day and said you probably wouldn't get it anytime someone asked a question. From the jump, Robbie is positioned as the show's local sad boy, and not the cute, relatable kind, the "I wrote you a song, but it's also a curse" kind. His entire personality is built around being misunderstood, heartbroken, and weirdly smug for someone who wears skinny jeans in 90-degree weather. He's introduced as Dipper's romantic rival for Wendy, and you think, okay, fine, let's see where this goes. Bro, it goes straight into a burning dumpster. Robbie's worst offense? We all know what he did in the episode The Mind Control Mixtape. I mean, bro. He literally writes a song that hypnotizes Wendy into staying with him. That's some next level toxicity. He violates her free will and then gets mad at Dipper for stopping him. That's like burning down a house and then blaming the fire department. Not cool, eyeliner boy. And look, the show tried to throw him a bone. We meet his overly cheerful parents in The Love God, and it's like, okay, maybe he's acting out because he's allergic to positivity. He even has that brief bonding moment with Dipper over a nerdy board game, which made people go, wait, do I kind of feel bad for him? For 5 seconds. And then we remembered Hypnotic Love Song. The real issue with Robbie isn't just that he's annoying, it's that he's consistently mean without growth. Other characters mess up, sure, but they evolve. Robbie just sort of floats around like an emotional rain cloud waiting to make things worse. His arc is always flat. His vibes remain totally off. And his redemption, like his mixtapes, unnecessary. And there you have it, an emotional roller coaster of chaos, glitter, trauma, and way too much triangle-related stress. From characters we'd die for to ones we'd throw into the portal ourselves, Gravity Falls really did give us everything. But now it's your turn. Tell me who's your fave and who needs to be yeeted into another dimension. Drop your hot takes in the comments, and why are you still lurking without subscribing? Bro, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and send this to your weirdest friend. Just don't play any creepy mixtapes tonight. You've been warned.